Hey everyone, Hell in a Cell Legit just finished maybe 6 minutes ago, and we're coming at you with the results and a small review. Overall, not the best pay-per-view this year, but it wasn't bad. I'd say it was worth it. There was a couple matches that made it worth it. I'd look into it. I wouldn't buy it. On DVD. I'd wait for the matches to hit YouTube and catch only the good ones. So here we go with the results. The first match was Alberto Del Rio versus Randy Orton to open. Not a bad match. That was actually a pretty good match. Orton ended up winning. Del Rio went for the corner enziguri, and Orton ducked out of the way, and Del Rio somehow ended up on the top rope and turned around to go for maybe a crossbody, and Orton caught him in an RKO. Not the best RKO, It was sort of, not botched, but kind of just a messed up spot. But nonetheless, Orton gets the win. Next match was Team Hell No versus Rhodes Scholars. Again, decent match. Kane and Daniel Bryan actually showed a lot of good chemistry here. Kane ended up getting disqualified when he wouldn't stop attacking both Cody Rhodes and Damian Sandow in the corner. So Rhodes Scholars gets the win, but Hell No retained. Kofi Miz, that match was kind of long and not entertaining, not really that good of a match compared to their other matches in the past 2 weeks. Kofi retained the title with a Trouble in Paradise, and then cut a promo afterwards saying that Miz brought out the Wildcat in him, which was a little bit odd. And then there was Antonio Cesaro versus Justin Gabriel. U.S. title was on the line. It was an interesting showing for Gabriel, but Cesaro retained, and again, not really that good of a match. Then Mysterio and Sin Cara versus the Primetime Players, just a kind of filler match. Mysterio and Sin Cara won when Mysterio hit the 619 in the splash, but Sin Cara might be hurt again, and this time it wasn't his own botch. He didn't screw it up, he didn't hurt himself. Big Show versus Sheamus, match of the night. Beyond all expectations, a great match. Show dominated beginning, and then towards the end, Show hits the knockout punch. Sheamus kicks out. Sheamus hits a brogue kick. Show kicks out. Sheamus goes for another kick. Show dodges it, hits another KO punch, and he wins the title. And they didn't tease a Ziggler cash-in. They only showed him once backstage, mid-match, beginning, with the briefcase, but he didn't, and nothing else from there. Then Eve versus Kayla versus Layla, Triple Threat Divas Championship match. That was, your usual bathroom break Divas match. And then CM Punk versus Ryback. At first it was just Punk trying to dodge every little move Ryback did. Turned out to be a not so bad match. And then referee Brad Maddox, and as Ryback has Punk up for shell shock, Brad Maddox stands in front of him and says, like, no, stop. And then low blows Ryback. Punk rolls him up. Maddox does a fast count. And then Ryback proceeds to get up and destroy the ref. Threw him out of the ring and into the cell wall, and it looked like it really hurt. And then proceeded to chase Punk out the cell, and then they ended up on top of the cell, and Ryback shell-shocked Punk on top of the cell. The crowd was going nuts. The crowd was overall dead for the most part, except for the Sheamus Big Show match, and then the end of the Ryback-Punk match. When Ryback and Punk were on top of the cell, the crowd was pretty hot. Hit the shell shock, and then the Feed Me More chants were going nuts. Ryback really proved that he is legit. He is over, and I wouldn't be surprised if come after WrestleMania he gets a WWE title run or a world title run at some point down the line. I say after WrestleMania because now you gotta have Punk hold the title till the Rumble, probably face The Rock, whether he drops it or keeps it, I don't know, and then from there have Rock, Cena, and Punk up until WrestleMania. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, come April and May. But overall, not the best pay-per-view. It was fun to watch, but it's not like I'm going to rewatch it. I might rewatch the ending of the WWE title match just because that was the only exciting part. But you know, it was okay pay-per-view. I'd give it maybe a 5 or 6 out of 10. Yeah, and thanks for watching.